Hey everyone, hope you're having a good one. It is Thursday evening and wanted to give you a quick update on Facebook Live. Number one, I'm not going to be doing a Facebook Live after our 10 o'clock newscast. I'm going to bail. I got to help my son put up a shelf in his room. He's super excited about that. We do have severe weather potential. So for those watching the replay from this time, we're recording this just before 9 o'clock, which means the Fox 24 News at 9 is coming up right around the corner. Let's get right to it and not waste any time. But if you have some questions, you can go ahead and pop those on the comments line, and we'll try to answer them as we go. So first of all, the drought monitor. It got worse, didn't it, Josh?
It did indeed.
Yeah.
And that was what we were expecting. Now, important to note, though, the rain that we got earlier this week is not being taken into account here.
No, it is not.
But
And the reason for that is because this data is collected on Tuesday.
Yep.
And that happened after 7 a.m. Tuesday,
Yep.
Obviously.
Exactly.
On Wednesday. It was pretty nice. All right. So we've got some showers and storms, though, coming our way. Now, I want to take a little bit of a zoomed in view. And there you can see the drought monitor showing that we've got a D2 category, D3 category in Western Benton and Western Washington County. So those are things that we're going to be watching. Obviously, the radar is quiet now, but we are going to see that potential for showers and thunderstorms to increase over the weekend. So how about this? Ruggs, you might want to release David Montgomery on fantasy.
You know, that's pretty ironic that Matthew would say that, considering his running back 2 is Raheem Mostert.
Oh.
So, yeah, Matty. I know you're on a big losing streak right now, man. It's okay.
So tomorrow we've got some fire danger that's ahead. You can see on the satellite and radar that we've got high pressure to our west, low pressure to our northeast. We've got that strong northwesterly wind. Tomorrow the wind's going to be kicking in from the southwest. We warm as well, and so we've got more fire danger ahead. In fact, when we look at our fire danger forecast, you're going to see that we've got a red flag fire warning that's in effect. So
yep.
Winds were pretty gusty today, huh, Josh? They were gusting over 30, 35 miles an hour in some locations. It was pretty breezy. But just like we mentioned, sun goes down, the wind pressure gradient relaxes, the winds completely die off.
Yes.
So,
and I'll say this too, red flag warning. You made a great comparison the other day on the newscast of kind of what it is comparable to. It's basically like a tornado warning, except for fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like the most dangerous fire weather conditions you could possibly have. So there it is. Now, a lot of people might see it as pink, obviously, on your devices or on your computer or on your TV, whatever you're using. It's the reason it's pink is you don't want to make a giant red outline, which will look like a giant tornado warning. Yeah. Yep. Red is always, accustomed to tornado warning. That's the way it's known. And so red is not used for anything else.
The color red is bad.
It's off limits.
Yes, it's off
in
limits.
terms of warnings and alerts and stuff. All right. So enough wasting time with that. It's not really wasting time. We're letting you know that the fire danger is going to be high tomorrow. You can see it going from noon to 8 o'clock. But you're jumping on here because you want to know about the severe weather potential. Well, I do believe, and Josh does as well. In fact, we even looked at the severe weather risk for Saturday and said, I think we're going to be getting severe weather.
This is a pretty substantial risk, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's one of the bigger ones we've had in a long time.
Now, when we say that, we're not talking about tornado potential.
No.
The tornado potential's low.
Very low.
Very low. It's not zero.
Non-zero, yes.
What non-zero means is that you can't say there won't be any tornadoes at all ever in this type of setup. It still could. There could be out of the outside chance that, something rides a boundary or, weather does some crazy things sometimes.
Yes.
So it's always good to just never say never with the weather, as
Especially
I like to say.
Here in Arkansas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, let me bring this up full so you can see. That's a level 1, most likely Saturday evening into Sunday morning. Now, the Weather Prediction Center, look at that, bumping up the rain totals. So we're about a half inch to an inch of rain. And hail is going to be probably the most likely threat, or a firenado, I guess.
Firenado, yeah.
But we saw the drought conditions, and so here we go. This is what you're going to like to see. Now, Saturday morning, especially in the early morning hours, we're going to see some slight showers. Typically with a big storm system moving in, you get on the leading edge of it, some precipitation that's a little earlier than predicted.
It's like a warning shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. A warning shot off the bow by Mother Nature. It's let the ships know you're out there.
Yes.
That's exactly
I'm
what
coming.
Mother Nature's
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
So Saturday afternoon looks okay. Everything's kind of quiet. Now, this is the latest model. I haven't seen what it does. We're going to see it with you in real time. Watch the storms pop up right about now. So we've got 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, the front kind of pushing south. Now, earlier, the models were showing more thunderstorm development in northwest Arkansas. Will that continue with this model run? Yes, it does.
will.
Now, there will be a quick cutoff from north to south. Southwest Missouri, you might not get a single drop, honestly, as the front kind of positions itself right through northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Now, the models have been pretty insistent on this. If we look at the soundings and stuff, which we won't have time for because Fox is coming up, we looked at the soundings, big inverted V soundings. And so this actually might be microburst potential.
Yes. And even the dew point map was showing the microburst contention.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
we may want to show as well.
Yeah, that's a
you can
good
see it.
idea. We should show that if we have time. But
Yes.
there's a look at the thunderstorm activity. And then watch this. It was showing even more development as it is. So I don't think this model is updated fully yet.
It didn't update.
I think this is the same one.
Yeah.
So this is called the graph model. Someone had a question. Anna's asking, what model is this? This is called the graph. It's a proprietary model that we have in the weather lab. Is it great? Nah, not always. So here's a look at the future track for this. Might go
This is
out to
HRRR.
Saturday evening. Let's see.
Not.
Saturday, 7 o'clock. It's starting to show storms. Now remember, HRRR kind of did us wrong on Wednesday morning, showing barely no storms at all. We know that didn't take place.
The big winner for that was the NAM 3 kilometer.
Which we'll look at right here. Here's the NAM 3 kilometer, and we'll move along here in
There's
time.
the
So
early
there's
morning shot of
early
rain.
morning showers, a little shortwave diving in for the northwest, and you know the saying, you gotta know.
It's northwest flow.
And then you'll see here Saturday afternoon, evening. Okay, so that's showing more of the
Here we
storm
go.
activity. There it is. So it's really kind of late night, early morning.
And here's what I'm concerned. Well,
And I do believe that, but I think
yeah.
there's going to be some stuff shortly after sundown.
My main concern is the afternoon heating, the storms that form before we hit nighttime. Those are going to have the best chance to
to really be severe. Yeah. And then you can see more and more there. So if we're looking at rain totals, it's going to be pretty good. It's definitely something that we need considering the drought conditions. So let me show you what I call the 4-panel here.
Flash flooding potential, though. Pretty substantial.
Flash flooding is there if this really does come to fruition. So, that hasn't updated. That is the exact same. So that should be updating here real soon. 3,800 of an inch in Rogers, and then look at that, over an inch in Fayetteville, and then nearly 3 inches in Fort Smith. Remember, that's closer to the front. That's closer where the action will be. The European didn't load all the data. Let's go back here.
Doesn't like to do it the first
Sometimes a hiccup. Yeah. So there we go. So there's the graph. Here's the European, about an inch in Fayetteville, little less in Fort Smith. So it doesn't have that bullseye. GFS showing 2,200ths of an inch and a lot more in the River Valley. So that's the 18Z GFS. And the NAM also still hasn't updated. So once we get to early November, we're going to be getting model data a lot sooner and a lot quicker, which will be nice.
I'll say this, there will be, I think the further south you go with this system, the higher chance there will be significant rainfall.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like that. So Sally had a good question here. Saturday afternoon, will it be raining? No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon, I think you're going to be good. There's going to be some shower activity in the morning. That's really not going to mess up anything. And then Saturday evening, that's when things will get interesting.
Yep.
So we'll watch it and we'll keep you updated. There's definitely a little system coming in. If we look at the jet stream, and then this is the last thing I'm going to be able to show because we're getting close to newscast time. But there's the huge dip in the jet stream. Look at that thing. Massive.
Split flow?
That is a split flow weather pattern. And at the same time, check. You got, I got you, Marquis. So there's a look at that short wave coming in right there. That's going to cause a little bit of the rain Saturday morning. And then there's that southwesterly flow coming in, and at the same time, kind of converging a little bit jet coupling, not perfect, but we do have a little bit of jet coupling that's occurring, meaning the right entrance region and the left exit region are kind of like right next to
Converging
each
a little
other.
bit.
Yeah, so you have a lot of rising motion in that area. And then this, by the way,
It's going to get cold.
it's getting cold. Yep. If we look at the real quick, I'll show you this real fast. The CPC, Climate Prediction Center, the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. I got to load this up the old fashioned way because we know that we've got to look at that. Below normal temperatures and pretty substantial below normal temperatures.
Let's just say you might want to bring the plants in next week.
Yeah. We got our first freeze coming, I
There's
think.
very high potential right now.
Do I need to get the ice maker inside? Probably. I don't want to freeze the pipes.
Not the nugget ice.
8 to 14 day outlook. What?
Addressing violent crime in the national states. Not at Fox News at 9. We want to hear what the candidates for governor are proposing.
So the newscast has started. That means we got to roll. But there you go. A little bit of an update. Saturday morning, a little bit of light rain. Saturday evening, storms roll in, and some of them will be severe. So you're going to be here. I'll be here. I'll be watching. I'll keep you updated, and we'll get you through it.
We'll fire up a Facebook Live on Saturday night for y'all.
So it's going to be a strong jet stream for sure. Absolutely strong jet stream coming in. And that split flow is going to converge. So, all right, guys, we got to run. Take care. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Josh, we'll see you Friday.